Hello. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Good morning. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
All the students put your videos. All the students put your video, please. On a video. Slowly. Hello. Can you hear me? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, we can hear you.
Put on your videos, please. On your video. On your video, please. Presenter can start.
Yes, sir.
Presenter can start. Yes. Loud, please. Yes.
Good morning, sir. Mrs. Muttammal,
Good morning.
Mrs. Muttammal, a 40-year-old female hailing from Viluppuram, who's an agricultural laborer by occupation, presented with complaints of cough with expectoration for the past 6 years and breathlessness for the past 2 years.
Yes. Okay.
The patient was apparently normal 5 years back, after which she developed cough with expectoration the past 5 years, which was insidious in onset, persistent and progressive. It increased in the last 2 months. It is productive in nature, aggravated during early morning and in left lateral position. It is not associated with chest pains in co.
Yes, cough with expectoration for the past 5 years, right? Okay.
Sir.
Next.
Sputum production. The quantity was 50 ml per day.
It is a productive cough. Okay. Productive cough, and sputum is 50 ml per day. It's not copious. Copious is more than 100 ml is copious. Okay. Right.
Yes, sir.
Carry on.
It was yellowish in color, thick in consistency.
Yellowish in color with bacteria. Yellowish in color tells you it is a secondary bacterial infection is there.
Yes, sir.
It is an infective one. Okay. All right. Then carry on. Mucopurulent in nature.
Not foul smelling, not blood stain.
Yeah.
It is aggravated during morning and in left lateral position.
Yes, foul smelling, not foul smelling. Fetid, not fetid. Okay. Copious foul smelling tells you it's a suppurative lung diseases. Suppurative lung diseases are number 1, 2, 3, bronchiectasis, lung abscess, emphysema. 3 are the suppurative lung diseases. Okay. Right. Carry on.
History of hemoptysis on and off for past 5 years.
Yes.
There were 4 episodes during the last year. Frank blood of 50 to 100 ml during each episode was produced. It is not associated with sputum or food particles.
Yes. Okay. Right.
Breathlessness for the past 2 years.
Yes.
It was insidious in onset.
Yes.
Gradually progressive. It progressed
Yes.
from grade 1 to grade 2 according to modified Medical Research Council grading. It is aggravated by cough,
Yes.
relieved with rest. There is no history of paroxysmal nocturnal dyspnea and orthopnea, no diurnal variation.
System under the system of cardiovascular system, nothing relates itself to respiratory system. If paratonmal nocturnal dyspnea is there, then it comes to the system of cardiovascular
Vascular
system.
system.
With differentiating point between respiratory and cardiovascular. Right,
Yes.
very good. Right.
There is history of loss of appetite and loss of weight.
Yes.
There is no history of wheezing, no
Yes.
history of chest pain, no history of fever with evening rise
Yes.
of temperature, no history of night sweats, no history of
Yes.
leg swelling, abdominal distension, and right hypochondriac pain, no history of palpitations, syncope, no history of hoarseness of voice, and no history of dysphagia.
Palpitation and some system. This is the point between respiratory and cardiovascular. Okay.
Sir, your voice is breaking, sir. Hello?
Voice break. Can you hear me now?
Yes,
Can you
sir.
hear me now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes, sir. We can hear you, sir.
Okay. This palpitations, syncopal attack, palpitation.
Hello.
Hello, can you hear me?
Hello, sir.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Hello?
Sir, your voice is
Hello?
breaking, sir.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's audible.
Hear me? Okay. Okay. Start. Go ahead.
Past history.
Go ahead.
There is There is history of fever with breathing difficulty 5 years ago, which required hospitalization.
Yes.
History of recurrent respiratory
Yes.
tract infection. No history of pulmonary
Yes.
tuberculosis. No history of contact with tuberculosis. Patient is
Now is the
not an
pulmonary tuberculosis. Previous contact of this. Yes. Previous history of admissions, if that be case for 5 years duration, presence necessity of hospitalization.
Hello, sir. Hello, sir. Yes, sir. Hello, sir.
Keep going.
Sir, your voice is breaking, sir. We can't hear you
Keep
properly.
going.
Hello, sir. Sir, we can't hear you, sir.
Hello, is it ready? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
System examination proper. Start with system examination proper. Upper respiratory tract examination.
Yes, sir.
Yes, start.
Systemic examination, examination of respiratory
Yes.
system, upper
Upper
respiratory
respiratory tract.
examination, contour of nose normal, no septal deviation, nasal septal deviation, no nasal polyp, no sinus tenderness,
Yes.
examination of oral cavity, no staining
Yes.
of teeth, no dental caries, no oral thrush, halitosis,
Halitosis, right?
no tonsillar enlargement, no postnasal drip.
Yeah, right.
Lower
Okay.
respiratory tract examination.
Inspection.
On inspection, the chest wall appears to be symmetrical. It is elliptical in shape. No kyphosis or scoliosis. No supra and clavicular or infraclavicular fullness or hollowness. No
Yes.
drooping of shoulder or intercostal indrawing.
Yes.
Trachea appears to be in midline. Apical impulse
Trachea
seen
appears to
on
be in the midline. On just seeing inspection, trachea appears in the midline. Okay, right.
apical impulse seen in left fifth intercostal space, half an inch medial to mid clavicular line.
Okay.
Respiratory movements appears to be decreased on right side.
Okay.
No abnormal pulsations, dilated
The
veins, scars or sinuses.
movement of the chest wall on the right side is decreased. The movement of the chest wall is decreased on the right side. The pathology lies on the right side. Okay. That is the way you differentiate between right and left and determine where the pathology is. Pathology is usually unilateral. Here the pathology is on the right side. Okay. Right.
Yes, sir.
Another thing that you look up for the inspection is that grouping, hallowing, wasting, crowding of funds. That is pertaining unilaterally to one side. Which side is present? Either it's the right side or on the left side. If more on the right side, less on the left side. What all these things tell you is that grouping, hallowing, wasting, crowding of ribs, everything tells you there is a volume depletion. Volume depletion in the apex. Grouping, hallowing, wasting, crowding of ribs in the apex, not in the lower lobes. In the apex. It tells you there is a volume depletion. Okay, right.
Yes, sir.
Carry on.
On palpation, tracheal position is
Yes.
confirmed to be in midline.
Yes, trachea in the midline. Very important, trachea in the midline. Palpation, you put your fingers, palpate and tell. In inspection, you look for the trial sign, see and tell where is the trachea deviated, either to the right or to the left. Okay. In palpation, you put your middle finger, palpate and then confirm the position of trachea that falls in line with the inspection. Tell us whether the trachea is in the midline or shifted to the right or left. Mild shift to the right is normal. Any shift to the left is pathological. Okay, do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Right, carry on.
Apex beat felt at left fifth intercostal space, half an inch
Yes.
medial to mid clavicular line.
Yes, okay.
Respiratory movements decreased on right side and normal on left side.
Okay.
Chest expansion was 3 centimeter.
Respiratory movements are decreased on the right side, pathology in the right side. Okay, right.
Yes, sir. Hemithorax expansion, on the right side it was 1 centimeter, and on the left side it was 2 centimeter.
Yes, very good, right.
Vocal flemmitous was increased in mammary, infraaxillary, infrascapular areas of the right lung.
Okay.
Normal in supraclavicular, infraclavicular, axillary, suprascapular and interscapular areas of the right lung. It is
Okay,
normal in
right.
all areas of the left lung.
Okay, right. Okay. Carry on.
On percussion,
Yes.
direct percussion over the clavicle was resonant on both right and the left side.
Yes.
The percussing note was dull in the mammary, infraaxillary and infrascapular areas of the right lung.
Yes.
It was resonant in all other areas. And
Yes.
on the left side, it was resonant in all areas of the lung.
Okay, right.
Auscultation.
Auscultation.
On the right side, tubular bronchial breath sounds were heard in mammary, infraaxillary and infrascapular
Tubular breath
areas.
sounds. Tubular breath sound is a bronchial breathing. Tubular breath sounds are heard. Okay, right. It is high pitched tubular breath sounds. It's a bronchial breathing. It is an abnormal breath sound. It is tubular in nature. Tubular in nature is high-pitched bronchial breathing. Okay, very specific in certain conditions, right? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Normal vesicular
Continue.
breath sounds were heard in supraclavicular, infraclavicular, axillary, suprascapular, and
You need not
interscapular.
tell about normal breath sounds. You tell the abnormal breath sounds on the right side or left side. Other areas, normal breath sounds. Okay.
Okay.
Right.
Yes, sir.
Added sounds.
Coarse leathery crepitations were heard in mid-inspiratory phase on the right side.
Where? Right upper lobe, middle lobe, lower lobe.
Lower lobe, sir.
Yes, tell it very specifically. Coarse leathery crackles in the right lower lobe. Okay. Right.
Vocal resonance was increased in mammary, infraaxillary, infrascapular areas of the right lung. It was normal in all other areas.
Yes. Okay. Then your diagnosis.
It is the diagnosis is right-sided bronchiectasis involving the lower lobe, associated
Yes.
with consolidation.
Where is the consolidation?
Consolidation of the lower lobe of the right lung.
Okay. 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 Most of the time, it is exacerbation of bronchiectasis of the right lower lobe. Right? I
Yes,
talk a few words about consolidation so that you will understand everything regarding consolidation. Keep writing, everybody keep writing what all I said. Consolidation is nothing but the solidification of the lung parenchyma. Solidification of the lung parenchyma takes place because the lung becomes a solid medium in that area or that lobe due to secondary bacterial infection. The lung becomes a solid medium. It is a secondary bacterial infection that produces and the lung makes the lung a solid medium. It is a pathological condition. This is called as consolidation. The various organisms that produce this consolidation are in common. Number 1, number 2, number 3. I will tell you. Streptococcus. First one is pneumococcus. Number 2, streptococcus. Number 3, staphylococcus. Number 4, H. influenza, Haemophilus influenza. Haemophilus influenza is common in children, infants, common. Klebsiella pneumonia in old people, older age group. Usually consolidation is unilateral. It occurs in the lower lobes. Common in the lower lobes. So from inspection, from the history I will talk, how does consolidation come? How does the patient present? What are the clinical findings if you go ahead with consolidation? Consolidation, the patient comes with a history of fever, cough, dry cough, unproductive, shorter the duration, 2 to 3 days duration, chest pain, pleuritic chest pain, no hemoptysis, breathlessness plus or minus, not much of breathlessness. Fever, patient is very toxic. 2 days duration, 3 days duration, shorter the history, shorter the duration of the illness with cough, with minimal expectoration is equivalent to consolidation. This chest pain in consolidation is a pleuritic chest pain. Pleuritic chest pain is a localized chest pain, no radiation, 24/7, stabbing in nature, localized, no radiation, no sweating. Severe pain, this is called the pleurodynia, associated with severe pain, fever, everything. Coming on to the examination proper, system examination proper, inspection, trachea is in the midline. The hallmark of all the story that happens here is trachea in the midline in consolidation. Trachea in the midline. The very commonest cause of trachea in the midline is consolidation. Other condition that puts the trachea in the midline, number 1, 2, 3, 4, keep on writing. COPD, bronchiectasis, chronic bronchitis, emphysema, bronchial asthma, suppurative lung diseases. All these things will put the trachea in the midline. This pathological condition that involves that puts the trachea in the midline is consolidation. Very important common condition that puts the trachea in the midline. Other chronic conditions like tuberculosis and its sequelae will either pull the trachea to the same side or push the trachea to the opposite side. I'll tell you the conditions which pulls the trachea to the same side. 1, 2, keep on writing. Fibrosis and collapse will pull the trachea to the same side. It's pathological, either to the right side or to the left side. More common tuberculosis, right apex. Apical lesion, tuberculosis. Apex, tuberculosis. Fibrosis collapse, apex. Condition that pulls the trachea to the same side, fibrosis collapse, right down. Condition that pushes the trachea to the opposite side, the pathological conditions that pushes the trachea to the opposite side, pleural effusion and pneumothorax. A fluid medium pleural effusion will push the trachea to the opposite side, will shift the mediastinum to the opposite side, and another one is pneumothorax, air and then pleural cavity. That entirely shifts the trachea to the other side, shifts the mediastinum to the opposite side. Percussion note. Percussion note in consolidation. I'm talking everything about consolidation today morning to you. Please remember, percussion note, dull note on percussion. Dull note on percussion. A condition that produces, other condition that produces dull note on percussion, keep on writing. Consolidation, fibrosis, collapse. These are the important conditions in the respiratory system that produces dull note on percussion. The pathological conditions will change the note while you percuss. It depends upon the underlying pathology that takes place in the lung and in the pleural cavity to changes the note of percussion as you percuss in the patient. And it defines the underlying pathology. Percussion note is very, very important. Stony dull note on percussion is seen in pleural effusion. Write down that. Stony dull note on percussion. Very classical, important thing. Anywhere the finger pings on percussion, it's stony dull. It is seen in pleural effusion. Auscultation in consolidation. It is an abnormal breath sound. Abnormal breath sounds are here, it's a bronchial breathing. It's a bronchial breath sound. Bronchial breath sounds are abnormal breath sounds. We have two types of bronchial breathing. One is on high-pitched bronchial breathing. It is called the tubular breath sound. High-pitched note. The breath sounds are higher. The breath sounds are high-pitched. The breath sounds are well heard. The breath sounds are clear. The breath sounds are high-pitched. And this type of high-pitched bronchial breathing is called the tubular breath sound. The conditions that produces tubular breath sound, number one, common conditions, consolidation. Number two, an area above the pleural effusion. Number three, a partial collapse with the patent bronchus. These are the three conditions very specific to produce high-pitched tubular breath sounds. Bronchial breath sounds are abnormal breath sounds. This is one of the clear-cut variant of bronchial breathing, which is high-pitched, a tubular in character, called as tubular breath sounds. Associated with that, with breathing, with breath sounds is VFER. Wrote down lastly VFER. VFER is associated with the breath sounds. The VFER is increased in consolidation. VFER is increased in consolidation. Why is it increased? The breath sounds are increased. The sound is increased. The quality is high-pitched. There is a solid medium. You are auscultating on a solid medium. The lung parenchyma has become a solid medium. The solid medium conducts sound very well. So it is high-pitched. So it is clearly heard. So the VFER is increased here. When the VFER is increased, the 1, 2, 3, the phenomenon that takes place. Write down. Number 1, egophony. Number 2, bronchophony. Number 3, whispering petrology. All these three are the same. All these things are related to the increased VFER. The increased VFER is related to the high-pitched bronchial breathing. It's called the tubular pressure. Why is this happen? This is the only phenomenon that takes place in consolidation. Why does these things happen? What is the pathology that takes place? It is a pathology, the lung becomes a solid medium. There is solidification of the lung parenchyma. That is the pathology that gives you everything. I'll give you one clear-cut thing to explain this about all these things is whispering petrology. Whispering petrology, you ask the patient to whisper, don't ask him to talk. He whispers within his lips. Not too much of sounds, just he whispers within his lips. Ask him to whisper one, not louder, clearer within the lips. You auscultate on the lung parenchyma, which is consolidated. You have kept the stethoscope over the solidified lung medium. You can clearly hear the sounds that is whispered by the patient as clear audible decibels from your stethoscope in the earpiece of your stethoscope. The syllables are clearly audible heard. No attenuation, no alteration. Clearly heard, and this is called as the whispering petrology, is positive in consolidation. Whispering petrology is the hallmark of the story in consolidation. In none other respiratory system you have whispering petrology positive, but here in consolidation, in the whole of the respiratory system, in consolidation you have whispering petrology positive. This is the gold standard in the diagnosis of consolidation, wherein which the VFER is increased, wherein which the respiratory sounds are increased. The respiratory sounds are tubular bronchial breath sounds, high-pitched, clear heard, and all the features of the lung parenchyma takes place because the lung becomes a solid medium due to secondary bacterial infection. This is called as consolidation. Treatment, now the diagnosis goes in your case as consolidation right lower lobe with associated bronchiectasis. Bronchiectasis, where does the bronchiectasis come? Bronchiectasis will come as a sequelae of old pulmonary tuberculosis, which has not been explained in this case. Previous history of tuberculosis, previous treatment of history of tuberculosis, previous ATT has to be clearly defined and asked from the history in this patient. Now, specific investigations, do blood investigations, sputum culture sensitivity, isolate the organisms, find out what is the specific organism that was produced to produce a consolidation, treat with higher antibiotics, treat the patient with higher antibiotics for 7 to 10 days, discharge the patient, and the consolidation will resolve. The X-ray finding in consolidation, uniform homogeneous opacity in the right lower lobe will tell you the diagnosis with intermittent air bronchograms. Uniform homogeneous opacity in the right lower lobe with in between at homogeneous, the homogeneous opacity, all homogeneous, uniform homogeneous opacity with in between air bronchograms is confirmatory marker of X-ray of consolidation. Very specific, shorter the duration, 2 to 3 days duration. Thank you for joining us. Thank you. Hope you would understand consolidation today. Go, you're at your home, take your books, take Davidson, read about consolidation, everything. Any doubt about this which I can ask you? Any doubt? You can ask me. Yes.
So could we have egophony with whispering petrology in partial collapse with patent bronchus, sir?
Not much you have it. You can have it, but not much thoroughly as we are here in consolidation. You can hear it. You can hear it. But the classical example of all those things is consolidation. You can hear it, plus or minus.
Okay.
Okay, all the things partial collapse and partial collapse and patent doctors all will behave like consolidation. It's not consolidation. It is more or less similar, as I said, all the conditions. It mimics and acts like consolidation. It's not consolidation. It mimics. It's an alternative like that. It mimics like that of consolidation, not a clear-cut consolidation. It's just it's an overall outlay of all those things. Thank you very much. Thank you for joining. Thank you.
Thank
Bye.
you, sir.
Sir,
Yes, tell me.
so what about tactile flemitus in case of bronchiectasis, sir?
Tactile flemitus, no alteration, no alteration.
Okay, sir.
No alteration. Nothing alters about tactile flemitus.
Okay, sir.
No alteration. No alteration. Nothing to do with it.
So
Read your
the-
textbook. Read your textbook. Before asking all the questions, read your textbook. Read your textbook thoroughly about consolidation bronchiectasis today. You are at your home. Take your books, read out. Thank you very much. Thank you for joining. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
sir.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.